Welcome back. This is Get It Right. My name is Susan Mwangi, your host, and today we are discussing about potato farming in Kenya. And with us is James Ndarui. Who is an expert and also a certified potato seed producer. And we were discussing about the challenges that are facing potato farmers in Kenya. And you talked about the pests and diseases. Can you talk about the challenges when it comes to the market?
Market is also a very big challenge because most of the smallholder farmers are taken advantage by the traders, because as we say that Shangi is the main variety and its storageability is not that long. So when it is mature, it can't stay for long. Therefore, most farmers hurry to harvest their crops, and that's when the traders take advantage of them with poor prices. As we had said that most of the smallholder farmers, the average is 50 to 60 years. Though that the development partners are advocating for contract farming, most of the farmers are not willing to go to contract farming because they still doubt that payments will be made on time. Therefore, they opt for little cash at that moment rather than wait and the processor comes and buys from them. So, and secondary, we are in digital era, and those who can take advantage of the technology are the youth. But majority of the farmers are not the youths who can maybe market their produce in social media. So most of the farmers rely on the prices on the grassroots. So that's when the farmer is taken advantage of.
So on that note, let's talk about the opportunities that are there for the youth when it comes to potato farming. Now that you've been on the ground, what do you have to tell to the young people who are watching us today?
Potato production and more so potato value chain has a lot of opportunities, starting with seed production, because the demand of seed is too high, and we have a lot of technologies right now, like apple cuttings technology. We also have aeroponic production that's very favorable for the youth. And we also have opportunities of contract farming, because you know the youth are enlightened and the literacy level is of course very high. So these are opportunities that the youth should come and pick. And also there's the issue of when we talk about potato production, we do not want more so to dwell on only production, because there's the issue of even selling the agro inputs, the inputs. There's the issue of providing services to farmers, and also offering transport to this produce at a better price from the smallholder. The youth can come in a contract with the processor, and the youth is not supposed to do production. He can just have a contract with the processor, whereby he just buys direct from the farmers and then he transports to the processor. So there are a lot of opportunities along the value chain.
And do we have institutions that are offering startup or capital, because we believe that the youth may not have all the money that is required? All the money that is required is investments as the capital. Do we have institutions offering that?
Very minimal. Only that currently there is a lot of interventions from financial institutions and development partners. But now to support the youth who want to do to engage in agribusiness, it's a very difficult task. And also we are looking at sustainability of those projects, because some grants here are given or some loans, but they are directed to other usage, not the first. Not
the main intention.
Yeah, not the main.
The priorities are quite misplaced.
Yeah, because still the youths believe that agribusiness is not well-paying area, and it is like a last resort for many. Therefore, many institutions are coming, but now the uptake is still low, and information lacks for the same.
And what do you think the government and the county government should do, or probably they are already doing, in support to potato farming? This is also to make sure that they are able to access the certified seeds that you talked about. What is the government doing and the county government doing in support of that?
The county governments are doing a lot of, creating a lot of awareness to the farmers in partnership with development partners. And there is a lot of goodwill from most of the county governments, because they have seen that there is potential of improving economically to most smallholder farmers, especially for potato crop, because you only need 3 months to earn your income. Therefore, there is a lot of interventions, especially organizing the field days, conferences, and even these field days, they are taken at the grassroots level. And even some governments are buying seeds to groups as starter materials. And even the government institutions like KEFIS and CARO, they are making a lot of trainings to targeting youth and women on good agricultural practices, because they believe that youth are the greatest changers when we come to agribusiness, in terms of varieties, in terms of this new technology. And we have seen an increase of those who are going in potato production.
And how affordable are the certified seeds?
They are not very affordable to average farmer.
How much do they go for?
They go for
example, if I have an acre of land and I want to plant potato, how much am I required to give out? I mean, to pay for the certified seeds?
An acre goes for 16 to 20 bags of 50 kg, and each bag costs 2,500.
2,500.
To
That is
2,500. To 3,000. So if you buy at 3,000, because of the transportation also, let's assume if you are buying at 3,000, you need 20 bags. So per acre you require 60,000. So we talk about how many farmers are willing and able to raise such amount, and that's only for seed product.
And what is the market price right now per kg? Once now you start selling the potatoes, how much should I expect to get back?
For potatoes, the market price, of course, keep on fluctuating, but the average price is 15 to 20 shillings.
15 to 20 shillings,
yeah,
per kg?
Per kg. So you look at the comparison, but those who are doing contract farming, it's more beneficial, have a lot of benefit.
And how many kgs can a farmer get from an acre?
An acre, I take you back where we were discussing. We were saying that our yields are still low.
Yes.
They are at 8, but using certified seeds, we have a potential of getting 40 tons.
40
per
tons.
hectare.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of potential in it. But if you observe good agricultural practices, there is a lot of returns to it, but now you need to do it as in an entrepreneurial way.
And what would you say is the limiting factor for us having enough cooperatives for potato farmers here in Kenya?
There are two main challenges. One, potato is a seasonal crop compared to cooperatives that dwell more on dairy. You know, dairy farming is, there is a lot of activities every day.
It's continuous.
Continuous.
Like, yes.
Compared to potato, is seasonal. So you meet that most of potato cooperatives, they are not able to sustain themselves even in the months that there is there are no yields. So what should be done? It's strengthen even the dairy cooperative to adopt, because those more farmers are in dairy cooperatives, are the same farmers who are doing potato production. I think they should just strengthen the daily cooperatives so that they can come and bring in potato as a crop, an added crop after milk. The other major challenge about the cooperatives is about leadership and governance. Yeah, in the grassroots level, you get to see that most of the leaders elected in those cooperatives are not offering entrepreneurial skills or managerial skills to the cooperatives, and therefore there's no sustainability to such cooperatives.
That brings us to the end of our edition today on Get It Right. My name is Susan Mwangi, your host. Until next time, it's bye-bye from us.